Hello, my dear future child accountants. I hope everybody is doing great. Before we proceed further, can you please confirm first that the voice is clear and the PPT is visible? Can I get some confirmations? Can I get some confirmations? Is the voice clear? Yes? Okay. Thank you very much. So, welcome to the much awaited discussion on FR paper, the pattern analysis. Okay, sorry. First of all, let me tell you, I don't want to have this to be a longer session, maybe 25-30 minutes. I would like to limit myself, of course, depending on the queries we get. First of all, the pattern analysis is already shared in the Telegram channel. The link is there in the description in case you have not joined it. So I've just shared it very recently, few minutes back. You can download from the Telegram channel. And to be clear, it is for old syllabus as well as for new syllabus. Both of them I have done not chapter wise, topic wise analysis, standard wise analysis, and I have shared it with you. Please make use of it. So faster and rewarding approach for FR examination. As you know why this paper is very essential, because this is like facing the first ball in the cricket match. Always you're going to be nervous, and confidence is the eternal key. And this is one subject, because it starts initially at the first subject, you will have more time. Unlike other subjects, you only have 1.5 days to plan. So you can keep around 3-4 days, maybe if possible you can keep 5 days as well. I would say around 4 days would be ideal for preparation. Before we proceed further, usual thing which I tell it to myself, tell about myself. This is my foundation marks. To be specific, you can look at my accounting, 87. In my foundation, I had only one accounting, not like you people had two. Intermediate, I had got 89. And in the final accounts paper, it is 87. The objective of showing you this is not to show off myself, because and I don't want to show any students' marks. If at all, if some people get inspired by this, or if some people get confidence, the purpose achieved, nothing more, nothing less. So I'm going to talk about three elements, three P's: preparation strategy, pattern analysis, and what point to be kept in mind is presentation in exams. So what we discussed now is applicable for old syllabus as well as new syllabus. Few things I should talk only about new syllabus, I will talk about it. Few things I will talk only about old syllabus, so I'm going to balance both. Okay, let's focus on FR, what points to be kept in mind. Many people ignore consolidation, be it AS21 or IND AS 110. Please don't do that. And that too in your study material, it might come later. Please don't ignore consolidation. I'm not telling that today you have to open consolidation and you should know everything in consolidation. No, that is not the intention. All other chapters, especially IND AS, are connected with consolidation concepts. So if you don't know what is consolidation, your business combination you will not be able to understand. In a deferred tax asset, IND AS 12, you will not be able to understand the tax base properly, especially in business combination. Same thing applicable for financial instruments. So make sure that consolidation, you please focus, be it old syllabus or new syllabus. If not in detail, at least know the basics of it. Like, consolidation, you have one revaluation adjustment, you have depreciation adjustment, pre-acquisition, post-acquisition. That basic elements at least be aware, so that you will be able to understand the meaning of minority interest. Because I've seen questions being asked only on minority interest, only on NCI. So those concepts helps. So if not great, at least cover the basics. And I always say top-down approach of coverage of syllabus. That is, in some chapter you should know everything, and in all chapters you should know something, so that you are not ignorant about any topic. Your level of coverage, the number of problems, level of confidence may vary, but it should not be where you are completely ignorant about some chapter. That should not happen. Be any chapter. So consolidation, you can solve maybe like 30 problems. Maybe business combination or amalgamation, you can do like 15 problems. So you can vary the number of problems, but don't skip any area. And that to you being a chartered accountant, accounting cannot be your choice. And that is like if you go with the doctor and you say, my leg is paining, and doctor says, sorry, I left it for choice. How does it look like? Right? So accounting, don't leave anything. You might not know everything perfect, but minimum you should have knowledge in all the topics. This is one tricky one I will tell you. This old syllabus, new syllabus thing is there, no? This old syllabus people look at only old syllabus question papers. New syllabus people look at only new syllabus question paper. But there is one trick as seen in CA Institute question paper. New syllabus will include some old syllabus questions. One example I'll give you. One attempt, maybe recent attempt or few attempts back, they asked one question on earnings per share in new syllabus in days 33 about hierarchy of potential EPS, dilutive EPS like convertible debenture, convertible preference share, options. That was actually covered in old syllabus. New syllabus, many people are not aware of that question exists. So institute does the trick, be it in financial instrument, sometimes in consolidation. Consolidation, you don't believe. So many old syllabus question papers are asked in new syllabus and vice versa. So what I would recommend, especially new syllabus students, just because you new syllabus, don't focus only on new syllabus question paper. Pattern analysis is okay, but to get the variety of question, look at the old syllabus question paper also, because there is a lot of high chance that those questions might be repeated. So this one trick, try to you make use of it. And have the writing practice. That's always say, especially we'll have 5 days. So at least write one full mock exams day before exam or 2 days before exam, so that you have that writing practice. And for all the standards you have, accounting standards in AS, use the charts for keywords purpose. Lot of charts you don't have to read. I know lot of charts might be available in the uh, market, including mine, but I'm not trying to talk about that. Even if it is small charts, that's okay. Sir, is it too late to prepare charts? No. Even day before exam, you can prepare charts. Only thing is, don't take it to examination hall. That is, when you look at a standard, write the important keywords through a chart quick analysis. For example, let's say you are reading Index 115, 5 steps. Then you are having one step, that is a transaction price. What is transaction price? Right, 2, 3 keywords. There should not be a significant chance of reversal. Like that, whatever the keywords you have, try to identify those, and you try to mention that. You don't have to write sentences. The moment you look at the chart on a larger basis, the moment you look at the keywords, you'll be able to recollect to the extent you can. And in the exam, those keywords, you can use it in the examination, especially in the solutions related to the accounting standards in DAS. So the keywords are the key in presenting FR paper. So what are the specific chapters, in my opinion, can be game changers in FR paper? It was game changer for me also, and that is why I'm sharing it with you. Consolidation. Many people don't even try doing this consolidation, and in life the satisfaction always comes not by doing simple things, but by doing something which others could not do it. And that is why you joined CA, isn't it? Many people did not even make a try. You joined. That means you're different. And easy things can be anybody can do it. So we always say, right, in simple words, if you want something different, you should do something different. By doing the same thing what everybody does, you cannot expect different results. Okay, so consolidation is the key for old syllabus, for new syllabus. If you cannot do in detail consolidation, it's okay. At least the last 4 or 5 attempts, whichever question has come, at least those questions you please uh, make sure you read it. At least few 4 or 5 question papers. I'm telling you, those questions may not repeat. Sometimes it may repeat, but those concepts will definitely be repeated. So if you cannot do consolidation in detail, at least last 4 or 5 attempts paper, you should know perfectly. This will help you in examination. In old syllabus, I'm getting one question. In old syllabus, some questions in exam have different interpretation by CI. Consolidation question in exam, how to deal with it. I'm not sure what is the different interpretation, and slight sort of different interpretation is always accepted as long as you rate your assumptions clearly. That always makes sense. They will always consider it. But of course, it has to be logical. New type of questions may come. I'm not denying that. But 100 marks paper will not be full of new questions. By looking at the new questions, don't lose confidence on the remaining the questions which you know. I'll come to that a little bit later. And business combinations are amalgamation. This is also a typical question which come for 10 marks, 15 marks in examination. Many people somehow push it down. No, these are the ones which most people ignore. You have to consider. Do some technique. What technique you can follow? Okay, last 5 attempts paper, last 5 RTPs, last 5 MTPs. I will show. I will read everything. So you're understanding my point, right? Okay, business combinations, you're not comfortable. Okay, consolidation, you're not comfortable. Okay, don't do all the problems. Do a little bit of smart preparation. Don't do this for all the topics. The topics which you cannot do it in detail. Or for some of you, consolidation is a cause of worry. And you can watch my videos on consolidation. I've also prepared a very good format for old syllabus AS21, new syllabus in AS110, where in one working note format, all the working notes are connected in a columnar format. I'm sure everybody would understand easily. Anyway, so business combination, amalgamation, try to focus on. And this is definitely the game changer for old syllabus, new syllabus. Again, many people take it lightly. ESOP, share-based payments, hardly 3 variety problem. Hardly 3 variety problem. One is ESOP, one is stock appreciation right, one is ESOP with cash alternative. That's all the variety that can come. So one problem is sufficient. I know some more extra questions you can do like modification, settlement, group, grade vesting. They are there. But if you are thorough with these just 3 problems, ESOP can be a game changer. It was for me for 16 marks. Because in my examination, SAR, stock appreciation rights, when I wrote in the 2010, that was the first time that question was introduced in study material. I had thought of few questions, like 4 or 5 questions, and that one question came as it is in the exam. 16 marker. 16 marks. And consolidation, I was again confident, one more 16 marks. Of course, if you take at November 2010 consolidation problem, till today, I would say that was one of the difficult question. Till today, let me tell you, that's one of the difficult question. November 2010 consolidation. Even for new syllabus students, you can go and take that number, or take that paper. Why? Because that was copied from IFRS question. They modified a little bit, but that was still IFRS level questions at that point in time. They have copied it to AS and saw us for it. So November 2010 will definitely give more confidence if you can solve that problem. And that was a game changer for me. I did not expect that question to come, but my confidence in consolidation, I could solve that problem. I did not solve that problem earlier, but my conceptual clarity in the consolidation helped me there. I think I've used the consolidation about 100 times in my video now, I think. But hope you understand the importance of it. Don't leave it. And financial instruments, again, repeated questions they will ask. Compound financial instrument, segregate into debt and equity. Your cash flow should be on convertible bonds coupon rate, and your discounting rate should be on non-convertible bonds coupon rate. Compute the present value from the proceeds, subtract the present value, remaining you get equity component. Or they ask a question on this recognition, in the sense a loan is given to employees at a concessional rate. These are the two typical questions which have been repeated so many times. Old syllabus and new syllabus. Take care of it. And little bit of point of concern about the financial instruments, you should be thorough with respect to the classification as well. News old syllabus also, because you are having the chapter financial instruments. Classification, three types, amortized cost, FETPL, FETOCI. More importantly, when they will come to the P&L with reclassification, without reclassification. That aspect, keep it in mind. Again, as I told you, typical problems. If you cannot solve financial instruments in detail, simple approach, and that is look at the previous year question papers for 4-5 attempts and you will be able to get it. I'm getting one question. That format was very helpful, and my friends have bought your classes, especially for consolidation. We are very grateful. Okay, that was very nice to hear. Tell how to deal with financial instruments for old syllabus, because they ask questions on this. Definitely, financial instruments is whatever study material is financial instruments. Okay, you want more problems? I'll give you a simple tip. Look for financial instrument questions in the new syllabus paper. Same way, new syllabus students, look for financial instrument questions in the old syllabus, because that is common for both. And for both, it will come around 15 to 16 marks. Easy marks, and many people leave it. It is difficult for me to accept that fact. Okay. For old syllabus, they ask the question. As I told you, if you are not able to solve previous question paper, okay. Then for financial instruments, you look at RTPs, heading will be there. Wherever financial instruments are there, those questions you read, no? Don't do this for all the chapters, okay? Only for specific chapters, I'm telling. Specific chapters, because you're not able to cover in detail, at least cover previous year question paper RTPs. So rather than leaving those topics, preparation with this will be a smarter approach. Of course, you already know it. Solving these things will give you additional confidence. Tips regarding Ind AS versus AS, I'll come to it. And this is one more small trick that many people miss. IPCC level standards will come in final level. It does come. Somehow people ignore it. Even old syllabus student, AS1 question will come, AS2 comes, and I don't know how many times they ask cash flow statement problems. Somehow you say, oh, cash flow statement, intermediate syllabus, I will not read it. AS4, events occurring after balance sheet date. AS10, fixed assets, or Ind AS 36 inter-level standards. At least I'm seeing 5 questions, 6 questions, about 20-25 marks, I will say. From intermediate level standard comes in final examination. If you cannot solve, what excuse can give you? What excuse you can give? So focus on IPCC level standards. AS20, I mean earnings per share. You can talk about government grants, borrowing cost. So many standards that you have learned may be forgotten because you strongly believe in first in, first out. So try to revise IPCC level standards on a surface level. You will be in a better position to face the examination. Okay, let me go further. A presentation exam, what point to be kept in mind? People ask me this question. Notes to accounts at the end. In the sense, consolidation problem or business combination problem. Whatever, AS14, AS21, whichever you say. Does notes to accounts carry marks? Interesting answer. If you write, they may not give you marks. But if you don't write, they will deduct marks. Amazing, isn't it? In the sense, When you have, let's say, consolidation balance sheet does not tally. You write notes to accounts, they will not give you marks. Papa is written so much, they will not give you marks. But if you make the balance sheet tally and then you don't write the notes to accounts, they will deduct marks. So, what is my recommendation? Will notes to accounts carry marks? Yes. What approach you should follow? Solve the consolidation problem. Is the balance sheet tallied? Good. Leave one page. If consolidation problem did not tally, no problem. Leave one page. Go to next problem. Complete the paper. If time permits, come back and write the notes to accounts. In detail, you write. What is the reason for that? Same thing applicable for business combination amalgamation. Notes to accounts I'm talking about, because the time you spend on notes to accounts may be 5-6 minutes, which will give you 2-3 marks, the two if your balance sheet tallies. But in those 5-6 minutes, maybe some problem which is pending might give you higher marks. You get 3 marks, you lose 6 marks, there's an opportunity cost of 3 marks. Very costly in CE examination. 3 marks, 57 is different from 60, 37 is different from 40, isn't it? So what you should do? Write the consolidation or they leave one page, go to the end of the question paper, complete it. Even if you still have time, then come back and fill it up. Why? The opportunity cost exists only if you have opportunity. If there is no opportunity, what is opportunity cost? Therefore, if time permits, let that 3 marks at least come to you. That's how you can optimize your marks. So, what is the important thing in time management? Prioritization of the questions that you're going to solve in exam. Special attention for all syllabus, according to me, all students are important. So, I'm telling you both of them. And to be specific, few points for all syllabus, I'll tell you later. How to deal with amendments, will it be important? Amendment with respect to Ind AS 116 is important. Ind AS 103 is important. Those two are amendments for Ind AS. Other amendments, you don't worry. Ind AS 116, that is a COVID-related adjustment, COVID-related rent concession. Ind AS 103, business combination definition itself has changed. Those two are the only things you keep it in mind. Old syllabus, NBFC, that percentage provisions are changed, right? The percentage provisions. Last 2-3 attempts only changed, but some people are not aware of it. Beyond that, for old syllabus, there is no other uh, amendment as such applicable for old syllabus. One more small trick: if the balance sheet does not tally in the examination, my honest request: don't try the different amounts on both sides to tell yourself that I am a very honest person. Balance sheet different, I totally got, I wrote differently. That, according to me, is a professional crime. Balance sheet must tally. Even if it does not tally, write the same amounts. So, which amounts you write? Asset side, liability side. I mean, ideally, it should be equal. You should write the asset side, because more often than not, mistakes always goes on the liability side, because share capital, resources surplus, there things can go wrong. So write the asset side amounts on both sides. That is likely to be closer to the correct total. And three small things I'll tell you. If the balance sheet does not tally, how to do verifications. One, if the balance sheet does not tally, the difference whatever you get, search for that adjustment. That adjustment you might have forgotten to give double entry effect. Second thing, whatever difference you get, divide by 2 and search for that adjustment that you would have forgotten to give some double entry effect. The reason being, instead of doing minus, if you do plus, like when you have a revaluation loss, depreciation will be written back. So you are supposed to add, but you subtracted. So double difference will come. So difference divided by 2, look for those differences. You might be able to find out. And the third thing, unique thing, when the balance sheet does not tally, the difference what you get, divide by 9. The difference what you get, divide by 9. In case the amount happens to be a full number without decimals, without any decimal, if the number has to be a full form, then there is a chance you have interchanged the numbers. Instead of 720, if you have written 270, you have interchanged the digits. Then the difference, when you divide by 9, you get a full number. Anyway, so those are three things, keep it in mind. uh, Application problems, as ones, ind as ones. Some people write too much for 4 marks, 5 marks, and that's how you consume time in FR paper and exam. Write to the point. Don't write too much. Don't worry about the length of your answer. It might be 4 marks, it might be 8 marks. If it is 4 sentence, 5 sentence, it is 4 sentence, 5 sentence. You just have to say what is the facts of the case, what does the standard tell you, what is the conclusion. And conclusion, one point, my dear friends, conclusion should always come at the end, and never give a authoritative conclusion, that is company is absolutely wrong, company's treatment is incorrect. Don't tell that. Try to sugarcoat your words. Based on the above discussions, comparing with the facts of the case, it seems the treatment is not in line with the requirements of the standards. It seems inappropriate. So use those soft words. Even if you're wrong, the valuator may consider it. And start every solution in a fresh page. Don't worry about saving the paper. You read less number of exams, paper gets saved automatically. And don't be in a hurry to solve the problems. It might take little bit of extra time, but slow and steady pace. For accounting standard questions, you should use less time. Don't write too much. If you save time for that, then you can solve full plus problem like consolidation and business combination. FR old syllabus, I'm telling you, FR old syllabus tips. Okay, I'll just tell you now specifically what extra thing you can do it in FR old syllabus. One thing I told you, financial instruments, pay attention. Second thing, you're having other chapters. One is valuation of shares, valuation of goodwill. You're having NBFC, mutual funds, and then you're having value added statements. These chapters are there. No, try to look at the previous question papers 5 6 years, and those questions only will repeat. What are the chapters I told you? Valuation of business, valuation of goodwill, economic value added. I mean, the value added statement, that developments, mutual funds, NBFCs. These chapters, small chapters, but even comes in the exam for around 30 to 40 marks. So look at previous 5 6 year question paper, solve only those questions, that will definitely be repeated. Is it necessary to enter text as per the standard? Not required, but do use the keywords. See, for example, you're writing AS9, let's say. The word keyword is significant risk and reward. If you're using the word in Index 116, Index 116, ROU, right of use. What was the word again? There use the word significant risk, or right to substitute, substantial right to substitute. These keywords, if you write along with your own English sentence, sufficient, which will address the required question. Okay. Okay. Regarding AS versus Ind AS, my opinion, don't spend much time on that. It comes for 5 6 marks, AS versus Ind AS in old syllabus, but your effort, if you spend on that, other time will get exhausted. If at all, if you want, you can just search in Google. Maybe a tabular presentation will come. Maybe 5 6 pages if it is there. AS versus Ind AS, you can go through that. But my recommendation, you don't spend time on that, because that will take a lot of time to go through all the standards and find out the difference. Instead of that, you can solve other small chapters like NBFCs, mutual funds, value added statements, share based payments will give you a better control from exam point of view. Okay, I thought I would want to finish in 30 minutes. I think I still have to go to the pattern analysis. So I'll go to the pattern analysis. Maybe I require 15 more minutes. I'll go to the Excel sheets. Okay, so I'm discussing again old syllabus and new syllabus, both of them. I think Excel sheet is visible. The PDF document of this I've already shared in the Telegram group, so please download from there. Link for Telegram channel is given in the description. Let's look at the new syllabus. What you can expect? Hardly we have only few attempts. Capital maintenance. I think that is one area. I think it is missing. Again, one more point. I am trying to tell you. Uh, Okay, I'm getting a few questions. Let me just read it and then I'll continue. In valuation of goodwill chapter, they use different assumptions. For example, some they use average capital employed, some they use closing capital. You can use different assumptions; they're valid. But institute's suggested answer they would have given one. Does not mean you have to follow only that. So in the examination, either you follow average capital employed or closing capital employed. You write a note, you write an assumption very clearly. They will consider it. Likely for any other similar topics. Where to get your format for consolidation. I'll do one thing for old syllabus and new syllabus. After this session, I'll share the link in the Telegram channel. You can join Telegram channel. There, I'll share the link for old syllabus also, new syllabus also, consolidation format with one example. Maybe I'll share it with you. How to remember the assumption? As I told you, different assumptions are possible. You can follow that. Other than consolidation, business combination, revenue, leases, what other stands definitely to be done. Uh, everything is important, so I can't really say read this, don't read this. Whatever important for examination, we are discussing now for this exam. Beyond that, what must be done is what I told you: consolidation, business combination, share-based payments, and then uh, financial instruments. These are like chapters, heavyweights. With respect to particular standards that vary from exam to exam, what is relevant? I'm going to discuss it now. So what I'm highlighting here, don't think that these questions only will come in the examination. I mean, in my estimation, guest paper. But I'm trying to tell you how to identify important question. This point is very, very important, my dear friends. Whichever question we are identifying, and then or whichever thing I'm giving as guest paper maybe, or you are identifying questions. All those questions may not come in the exam. But even if one question can come, 16 marks, 5 marks, 10 marks can be the game changer, can decide your fate of aggregates and also confidence in the other papers. It's important you get the start right. I know the questions may not be exactly same in the examination, but do prepare that mindset. When you read the question, is it different from previous question? Does it look new question? If yes, that has the higher probability of being asked. Which one to solve? In exam due to time constraint, what to solve? CFS amalgamation. As I told you, in the examination, first you solve consolidation. Don't write the notes to accounts. If balance sheet does not tell, it's okay. You go to next one. And consolidation, if you follow my format, tabulation format, I'm sure you'll get the answer in 25-30 minutes. If you don't get it, then I'm not giving you, you can solve in 5 minutes and all, okay? It's like the stock market videos, they'll make 1 lakh in 2 minutes. Not that. 25 minutes, any difficult question you can solve in my format. But if you cannot solve in 25 minutes, then you cannot solve that problem. Okay. You have covered any AS in YouTube? Yes, I've covered AS for all my intermediates. That is applicable for CA old syllabus also. And for new syllabus, I've done on FR RPL revision. There, all the Ind AS is also covered. Okay, so the point I'm trying to tell you, important questions I'm identifying here does not mean my guest paper will have these things. I want you to think like this. But don't depend only on these questions. Try to develop that analytical capability. Okay, I'm getting some more questions. How many marks application-based problems will come? Definitely, whether old syllabus, new syllabus even more, I would say, because new syllabus has only in days. Around 30 marks, 35 marks will be purely based on analytical problems, like a case study kind of problems. Will definitely come. How to approach Ind AS 115? The crash course on Ind AS 115. Even old syllabus people can watch it. It's about 3-4 hours entire Ind AS 115 as shared in my YouTube channel. Same channel, you can search it there. You will be able to get the overall idea in a shorter period of time. Okay, now capital maintenance, that is physical capital, financial capital, that was asked but pending for a long time. Coming to the Ind AS presentation, AS1 was asked. Ind AS 34 is also being repeated last, so which can repeat. I think a cash flow statement might repeat. Cash flow statement connected with Foreign exchange, that might be asked. Can you do a video on India's 116 COVID amendment? I've already done, my dear friends. You have to follow the videos in my this same channel. India's 116 COVID amendment, India's 103 business combination amendment. Also, I've shared it. If not, let me know. I'll share it once more. I think to my memory, I've already shared it. Black-Scholes model. Okay, SFM. I will be uploading RTP MTP for the latest attempt for SFM. So that will have a Black-Scholes model also, and that will also have interpretation of how to use normal distribution tables. I hope that will answer your question. Okay, my expectation, I think Index 1 again might repeat. That is my expectation. Index 115, you can see the pattern. Look at this number, Index 115. This will definitely come. You can mark it important. Ind AS 11 accounting policies, Ind AS 8. See, no question has been asked. That's it. Important. Ind AS 8, one question can come. Other Indian accounting standard, Ind AS 20, last two attempts not asked. Share-based payments asked. But look at ESOP with cash alternative. That is not asked for quite a long time. I think that might be asked. Ind AS 101 is not asked, but in my opinion, that will not come. Regarding assets, this is one important chapter on assets. You see, look at this concentration of marks. So, which would come, whichever not come will come. Ind AS 23, borrowing cost. So, that might come. Then Ind AS 40, investment property. Okay, that might come. Your Ind AS 105, that also last two attempt not asked. So, that might come. Okay. Coming to agriculture has come. Okay, we'll leave it. Okay, Ind AS 1937, employee benefits. I think Ind AS 37, nothing is asked. I think employee benefits are having a higher chance. So I will go with that. On Ind AS 12 and 21, you see it's two attempts Ind AS 21, two attempts Ind AS 12. So I'll go with Ind AS 21, that is foreign exchange. Coming to disclosures, you are having, I think Ind AS 33 asked, Ind AS 24. They're not asked for longer period of time. So let's pick a question on that. Financial instruments, everything is important. So what is likely to be asked? I think de-recognition, they have not asked for a longer period of time. I think a problem might come on de-recognition. Old syllabus also they used to ask financial instruments. So that question might be asked. Business combination, demerger is pending for a long period of time. With consolidation adjustments they've asked. Okay, I think maybe initial recognition net assets only, and also amendment has happened. So they might ask a theory question on the Ind AS 103. Consolidation, multiple acquisition they have not asked for a longer period of time. I think multiple acquisition in consolidation is important. Analysis, I don't think it will come. They have already surprised you with two questions. I don't expect. Internal reporting, it has come already. CSR, it will come every year. So about 5 marks you can expect. Maybe a basics like a theory question or an application problem they might ask. Okay, so these are the new syllabus part. Quickly I'll go through the old syllabus also. What is my expectation? Standard wise I've discussed which are the important ones. I mean, this is there in the material I've shared in the Telegram channel. AS2 I think is not asked in last exam. I don't think they'll ask. AS3 cash flow statement repeats several times. Okay, I think AS5, you see AS5, so many attempts is pending, right? So AS5 I'm expecting a question. AS7, okay, AS7 also you can expect pending for last two attempts. AS9 also you can expect because important. AS9 is very important standard like Ind AS 115. AS10 I'm not expecting. AS11, look at this AS11. So much pending is there. AS12 also can be asked. AS13 I don't expect. AS15 has possibility. AS16 is already asked. 17 I don't expect. 18 I don't expect. AS19 pending for a long time. AS20 is okay. 21 cash flow. AS22 deferred tax can be asked. 23 can be asked. Associates. 24, oh, quite a long time. AS25 also chances are there. Okay, but I don't expect. AS26 I don't expect. 27 not much. 28 not much. 28 can be asked. Important standard. Even in Ind AS, I would say impairment is important. Look at amalgamation varieties. Different dates. 2 into third company they've asked. Acquiring another. Demerger. Okay, demerger I think is the question they can ask. Inter-reconstruction is asked. Cross-holding is also asked. Intercompany holdings. Fractional shares. Okay, fractional shares amalgamation. Okay, that question may be asked in my opinion. Buyback also chances are there. So buyback also you can focus. Consolidation, multiple subsidiaries, triangle holding. Oh, triangle holding is pending for a long period of time. Multiple subsidiary triangle holding, very similar. Multiple multiple acquisition is asked. Many adjustments, I don't think. Okay, I think triangle holding is important in consolidation. Regarding valuation, net assets, difference face value, shares based on earnings or dividends. I think these two important. Share valuation based on earning capitalization, dividend capitalization. I think that can come. Valuation of brands or valuation of business. Okay, that also might come. In the ESOP, SAR, okay, SAR. It helped me in my exam. Maybe it helped you also. SAR for old syllabus, very, very important. You can see the gap. Yeah, I think for new syllabus, I told you, ESOP with cash alternative. So mutual fund, NAV they've asked, yield computation, dividend, valuation of investments. I think regarding valuation of investment, along with AS13, question may be asked. NBFC provision and lease. I think lease companies in NBFC, that is not asked for longer period of time. That can be asked. And financial instruments, again, valuation of assets, hedging, I don't think they'll ask. Derivative question may be asked. And developments, I think human resource accounting question has been not asked for longer period of time, so that might be asked. How to answer Ind AS 115 theory based questions, just like the way you answer any other theory based questions. That is, how do you answer? Whatever the steps they are writing, it has to be out of particular step. Like, for example, they talk about transaction price. So you should write transaction price means this much. You write one. You don't have to write the definition as it is. In your understanding, whatever your understanding your definition, write that in one or two sentences. In the above case, it happened like this. So our conclusion is this. You don't have to give too much details. Valuator knows about the knowledge. He has the knowledge. But you talk about definition and use the keywords. The important thing is use the keywords. Hedge accounting important for new syllabus. For new syllabus also important. Old syllabus also important. Hedging, hedge accounting is important. I've already shared my crash course financial instruments in my YouTube channel. It's about 8 hours completely. Of course, summary, including problems. So I request you to watch the financial instruments, old syllabus and new syllabus. I have covered from the basics, debt, equity, compound financial instruments, derivatives, embedded derivatives, initial recognition, classification of financial asset, derecognition, modification, and hedge accounting. So everything I've done, it's there in my YouTube Telegram channel, YouTube channel, financial instrument, about 8 hour session, completely with problems and solutions. That's my crash course part I've uploaded. So old syllabus and new syllabus people, please make use of it. For old syllabus, is theory important? No, I don't expect much of theory. I mean, here and there theory questions comes, like differentiate between AS2, Ind AS2. Like that, one or two question theory can come, but you can't really prepare for it. So don't worry about that aspect. So focus on the key areas for old syllabus and new syllabus. And okay, few small points to be kept in mind with respect to FR paper, especially last 5 days. Last 5 days, you divide your preparation into 2 legs. What will be 2 legs? Or you should treat FR like 2 chapters or you 2 subjects. I'm telling you for old syllabus also. I'm telling you for new syllabus also. 2 chapters, 2 subjects. One subject is considering of chapters: consolidation, business combination, jet-based payment, financial instruments. This is one leg, and another leg is standards: AS1, AS2, Ind AS1, Ind AS2, like that. So in a day, what you should do, divide the day into 2 halves. In one half, you should do the chapter in consolidation, business combination, like that. In another half, you should do the standards: earnings per share, deferred tax, like that. Because reading deferred tax, I mean reading the standards continuously can be boring, and reading the chapters continuously can be boring. So treat the FR like a 2 subject. One subject considering of these chapters, financial instruments consolidation. Another one set of small points like standards and other topics. So try to cover both in a day. Divide the day into two halves. Your preparation will be more effective. Can we just do difference for Indes 115 and 116 for old syllabus? Yeah, in 115, 116 for old syllabus people, you don't really worry much. Just if you get some summary on 1 or 2 page, just go through that. You really don't have to read too much. Or if you want, I'll prepare one page summary for Indes 115, 116. I'll share it. Old syllabus to people, you can watch it. You can read through it. One page sufficient with few basic minimal points if time permits. I mean, if time, I'll try, but I'm not sure. But just read the glance summary. Don't worry too much about Index 116. It can come, but don't worry too much. Can we for AS can we rely on SMPM? Definitely you can, but I would always recommend go through previous question papers, old syllabus or new syllabus, either old syllabus or new syllabus. Please go through previous year question paper at least 4 5 attempts. You trust me, my dear friends, 30 to 40% of the questions will be recycled, will be repeated. I'm not telling about other papers, but FR, SFM, which I have followed, last 5 6 years papers, or at least 5 6 attempts papers. Be thorough with those questions. Be thorough. 5 6 attempts, 500 600 marks. More the better. Be thorough with those questions. There is every possibility, in my experience, 30 to 40% of the questions will be repeated. Be it consolidation or amalgamation or whole syllabus valuation or even financial instruments. Repetitions are lot. So that's the smarter way of covering these topics. I repeat once more. Previous 5 6 question papers, don't just glance, be thorough with it. Any question comes from previous question papers, you should not miss out. If the question, which new question comes, you don't solve, acceptable. But previous 5 6 question paper, I told you so many times, you should be thorough with each and every question. If possible, you look at old syllabus question paper also, or I mean, old syllabus people, I mean, look for a standards question for old syllabus also. But anyway, at least your attempt, you cover 5 6 question papers. If those question comes, you should not miss out. And let me tell you, with this approach, your 30 marks will be taken care, in my opinion. But don't depend only on 5 6 question papers, okay? That will give you only 30 marks. But your attempt should be 50 60, right? So if you're thinking about 30 to 40 marks, how do you make it 30 extra marks? By looking at previous year question paper, that too last 5 6 attempts. Be thorough, not just knowing, understood. No. Take a question, write it independently. Can I solve it? So whichever difficult questions, make sure you solve it. Previous question 5 6 question paper, do not ever ignore it. Be thorough. I repeat, not I understood. I feel I am understanding. No, be thorough with it. 5 6 year question papers. Advisable to start previous paper now, even though we have not seen them. Definitely, you have not seen them now. Better you see it now. Else you see it in examination. After that, if you don't take up exam, you may not be able to see the question at all. Previous year question paper is a must. You prepared, not prepared, you know, you don't know, does not matter. Whenever you can, how much ever you can. Read the previous year question paper, especially difficult questions, and try to cover them as much as possible. Let me tell you, if the topic is new, in the process of understanding, you might know the concept itself. You might learn something new. Okay, so previous question papers, don't leave at any cost, is my recommendation. Need summary for India's one from analysis? Okay, I'll try to come up with that. I'm not assuring you. I'll try my level best to come up with the earliest. Prediction for important questions are helpful. Many of them. Yeah, I'll be coming up with the guest paper also. But even apart from that, I want you to do it yourself. That's why I shared this document with you, PDF. You only will be able to do it yourself. But anyway, in my opinion, whichever questions come important in my opinion, I'll share it with the share in the Telegram channel. In a day or two, I'll do it. Will not take much time. Old syllabus also, new syllabus also. Both of them, I'll be sharing it. Okay, I think there is no other questions. Whatever method I followed, like following the formats, summary charts, key points, keywords, previous year question papers, trying to make a prediction, looking at the patterns, these things. How much previous RTP, MTP? That is your convenience. But previous question paper is a must. Some new questions came in SFM. Is it? Yes, yes. Even if new question comes, you have to read. I know it came in previous, does not come now. That's okay. Previous question papers, don't take any chance. Sir, I'm not able to read RTP, okay. Not able to solve MTP, okay. But previous question papers, even previous attempt, no exceptions. You have to cover. How to attempt theory AS questions, guide on presentation. I told you already. Divide this into three simple graphs, three simple parts. Write about the facts in two sentence. What the standard says, use two sentence. Conclusion, you write two sentence. When you're writing the standards, you don't have to be verbatim. Keywords must be used, like AS9, significant risk and rewards. Keywords, you should use it. That will give a like event occurring after balance sheet date, means condition should be existing on balance sheet date, like that. Keywords you use, and conclusion should always come at the end. And conclusion, don't be authoritative. Conclusion, you give a not a conclusion should be a leading answer. It may be considered, it might be appropriate, like that you can give a conclusion. Okay, so I would say, I think I've covered sufficient time relating to FR preparation. Now it's the time for you to put in the efforts and making it work. I'll share the guest paper soon. More updates, you can join the Telegram channel. I hope your time was well spent in the last few minutes. Any support you want, you can have your message. Any doubts you have, you can share it in the Telegram channel. I will try to address it at the earliest I can. In that process, in that meanwhile, other students also might answer your doubts. So I request you to share it in the Telegram channel. So for new course also, old course papers have to be seen. Yes, you can. I don't say too much, but glance through it. As I told you, especially standards question, they keep interchanging the places. One lazy thing institute does, so you can do a little bit one smart thing. That happens. Many questions I've seen being interchanged in old to new to old, especially on standards. Yeah, I just answered your question. For new papers also, old papers, you don't have to solve everything. If time permits, at least go to the standards questions, because AS and AS at a larger level, there are still a lot of common areas based on which they can ask in new syllabus also. Okay, so for old syllabus, no, there is no separate Telegram channel for FR, SFM, old, nothing. I have only one Telegram channel for intermediate, final, everything. For stock market tips, everything will be covered there. YouTube lecture for old syllabus. Old syllabus are already done for intermediate. The new intermediate is there, no? Accounts and advanced accounts. The standards, consolidation, business combination, everything revision series I've done. You can search for it. I'll share those links in my Telegram channel. You can watch it. I'll share link by link for old syllabus. I'll share it. Okay, so let us not spend more time. I thought I would spend 30 minutes. I almost spent 50 minutes. I have that small guilt. I have exceeded the time, but I hope your time was well spent. So more support. I'm always there. Please try to put as much efforts as possible. So with this, I always conclude the session with one small point on confidence. Keep it in mind. Confidence is not about knowing all the answers. Confidence is about being prepared to face any questions. When a bird sits on a tree, does not mean the branch will not fall down. It just means that it knows when to fly. It knows the art of flying. So be prepared to face any question. Don't expect you know all the answers. So with that, we'll conclude this session. Take care. See you. Bye-bye.